And we are live streaming talking about the Premier League, guys, and also talking about Manchester United. Those are the things that we're going to cover in this time, which is around 5:30 my time. I want to hear your thoughts on the comment section. What do you think about this season when it started? I, as a fan of Liverpool and as a football fan, I feel like there's something wrong with this season. So what we're gonna do today, guys, before we go any further, do me a favor, click the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with each and everyone else who's all over on different social platforms, so that people can actually follow, guys. That is the best way you can help the Football Connect. At the same time, like and subscribe. That is the other way you can also help the Football Connect. So we are talking about this season. What is wrong with this season? There's something wrong with this season. We can all agree on that. Something is literally wrong. And if we don't talk about it, then we can never know what to say. So I'm going to cover as much as the things I can. Then on the second phase of this video, guys, we'll be talking about who can be a Manchester United captain. Because remember, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about United changing their captain, that Maguire is not the man, we need a new person, and things and yada yada yada. It's just a lot of cup of nonsense that is being said. I'm not a United fan, I'm just checking it like it's coming. Like, so I'm gonna cover everything, guys, try to explain each and everything that is happening, and actually ask you a question that a lot of people have not asked. These people who are talking about United changing a captain, who can actually replace Harry Maguire as Manchester United captain? We will cover that today on this video, guys. So like I said, let's talk about this season. This season is broken. Literally 100%. This season there's something wrong with it. Let me tell you some stats before we jump into all the things that we're going to cover and the things that I'll be talking about. Let's talk about this season. What has happened in this season that has never happened before in the Premier League season? I don't know, maybe it has happened. I've never known. Remember, I just started a long time ago. I've been watching football for such a long time. So I'm not really such a long time like other people, but I've been watching for some couple of years now, and I can say something about it. But at the same time, I cannot really know exactly about this Premier League season like other people can. So if I'm saying something that is wrong, guys, tell me something. Tell me on the comment section if this is wrong or what. But there are a couple of things that I'm going to cover that are going to shock a couple of you, or maybe surprise you if you didn't know that. I can actually make you believe when I say that this season is broken. When I'm talking this video, when I'm covering this video, we are moving to week 5, and week 5, what will be happening in week 5 is that a couple of teams will be playing. Example, the first game is the Merseyside derby. Liverpool will be playing against Everton, or Everton versus Liverpool. That's how it's going like. At the same time, the next game that comes, there's also a London derby, and Arsenal is playing Manchester City. A lot of things are happening, guys. I'm gonna cover them one by one in this video. So you do me a favor right now, click the subscribe button, like the video. That is the best and the most amazing way you can help us here at the Football Connect to grow. So let's talk about this season. I think I'm within my right to actually say that this season is broken, and people need to believe me on that, because the things that are happening in this season, I've never seen them. I've never seen them since I started watching Premier League, and I started watching the Premier League when around 2008-17. I mean, like literally watching. And I was still a young boy by then, and now I'm grown now to actually understand what is happening in the season. And I feel like something is wrong with this season. If we don't talk about it, it's crazy. Let me show you why I'm saying that. Let's go right now to the Premier League table. Let's look at it. Let me put it on this so that you guys can also see what I'm talking about here. So this is the table. Look at how it is. Everton is on top. Yes, this is actually the team. These two teams that are on top, Everton and Aston Villa, are literally the only teams that are showing like they're actually doing something in this season that is actually appreciable. Is that the word? Yeah, that people can actually appreciate, because they've won all their 4 games that they played, and it's going to be Aston Villa played 3 and they've won all 3 games. They're going to play the 4th game this week, which is already week 5. It's going to be interesting. Leicester City also have won 3, lost 1. Arsenal won 3 and lost 1. Liverpool won 3 and lost 1. Tottenham won 3 and is it Tottenham? This is Tottenham, right? They lost 1, won 1, won 2 and drawn 1. Chelsea the same as Tottenham. Leeds United the same as Tottenham and Chelsea. Newcastle the same as Tottenham, Leeds United and Chelsea. West Ham lost 2 and won 2. Interesting. Southampton lost 2 and won 2. Crystal Palace lost 2 and won 2. Wolves lost 2 and won 2. Manchester City won 1, lost 1, drawn 1. They've only played 3 games. Brighton won 1, lost 3. Manchester United lost 2, won 1. West Brom lost 0 and drawn 1. Burnley and this one we don't want to talk. All those 3, all the last 3 teams, they've never won a game. In crazy things there. So look at this, guys. Has it ever happened? I don't know, maybe it happened before I started watching football, that you see a season looking like this. I think that's crazy. Something's wrong with this season. We need to tell the truth, and we need to face the facts that something is wrong. And there are a lot of cases and situations that we can talk about. Do you know that we are already in week 5 and there is no even one team in Premier League that, or any, not one team or 2 teams that have played a game and never in their chance actually, what is the word? Actually drawn to a 0-0. If it's a draw, it has to be 1-1 or 2-2. So something's wrong. Oh, hello, mister. You are saying Maguire. I think so. I think when we talk about Manchester United and captain, I feel like Maguire is the only person who's fit enough to be a captain of United. Please check it out, like and subscribe. Check it out. I'm gonna talk more about this, about Maguire, later on when I'm done with this Premier League issue, how broken the Premier League is. I'll be talking about United and showing you all the people, some potential candidates that people are saying that could be Manchester United captains, and I'm telling them that, guys, be serious. That cannot happen. The only person who can be United captain at the moment is Harry Maguire, and he's the only person who's fit enough to be the captain. Because other candidates that I'm seeing, I don't think that they can actually take that role and actually go with it anyway. So we'll cover that one. I want to hear your thoughts also. Give me the reason why you're saying Maguire. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're joining us for the first time. Like the video as well. We'll talk about it, because I feel like there's a lot of things to talk about, especially on that case. So when I back to the Premier League, like I was saying, something's wrong with the Premier League, guys. It doesn't make sense. Okay, like I said, there's never been a 0-0 draw. That has not happened yet. There's no a 0-0 draw. That has never happened. It's actually crazy to actually think that we are in this case and the Premier League has moved this fast. Already 38 games have been played and it's still no 0-0 draw. There are draws, but only 2 or 3 draws that are happening in the past week. Yeah, the last week or the last 2 games. There were no any draws. It was only another team beating another team beating another team. And looking at it, thinking about it, you find out that these things is being caused by defenders, according to people. They're saying that defenders could be the reason why the Premier League is like this. It could be the reason why it's like this. They're saying that defenders are not really doing their job as much as we expect them to do. And I'm like, okay, I understand the thing that you're saying, that maybe it could be defenders, so they're not really performing that well. But if you come to think of it, I don't think it's only defenders that are causing these cases. Let me explain myself. Okay, all the defense, one thing that I can say about this, every defender of each and every team except Aston Villa, because their first 2 goals came against Liverpool. Their first 2 goals came against Liverpool, which was interesting. That is the first team to score Aston Villa this season, Liverpool. All the teams that they played with, they were never scored. So all the defenders have let in some goals, and some they've let in more goals than expected. We'll cover that as we move on in this case. So especially the champions and all the big teams, Liverpool, United, City, they've let in a lot of goals, which is crazy. Liverpool with the highest 7, United with the second highest 6, and Manchester United with the third highest with 5. There's another team, West Brom, that was scored 5, but we can't talk about it because it's a small team, so we will just look at it and move on with it. So, what is happening? That's my question. What is happening? First thing that I thought of first, I thought maybe lack of preseason. Maybe that because our teams, some had preseason, but most of our teams, they didn't have preseason, and that could be affecting them the most, especially teams like Manchester United and City. Their preseason was close to none. They had the worst. Some actually played, but it wasn't exactly as the same. And also I thought maybe because they didn't have enough resting time like the usual that they usually get when the Premier League season is normal and things are going so okay. But also that didn't happen, so that could be a problem as well. Maybe that is the reason why many goals are getting in at the moment. So there are a lot of things that are affecting this season, and you'll be wondering what can be the cause. But this thing that people are not looking at, that they don't really know. The other thing why maybe many goals are entering is because of the, I don't know, is it FIFA or the FA? Because of the way they are changing these rules, which are going against defenders more than strikers this season. It's really crazy because when you look at it, imagine the penalty incident as well, like in the first 2 weeks or 3. How many penalties were scored because of the handball rule, that are the new handball rule? At the same time, now whenever a player falls, it's a penalty or something has to happen. And you think that maybe these new rules that are being set are affecting players, they're affecting defenders because they have to come up with their teams and they sit down and they come up with some ways of actually dealing with the situation. And in the process of dealing with the situation, they're making things worse because they're focusing on the wrong things rather than the defending and the partnering of the teams. So there's a lot of things that is happening, guys. And a lot of people are not looking at it. They're just saying, oh, everything's okay. Your team is just work. Your team is just worse. But let me put my team on the line. Like, let me talk about Liverpool, for example. The partnership of Virgil van Dijk and Gomez has been there for such a long time. They played together for the past 2 seasons. I know there was some times when there was Matip and at the same time Lovre. But most of the times it was Virgil van Dijk and Gomez. They've been doing so well, and now look at them now. Look at how terrible they are. How they are. It's a problem. You worry what's happening, what is really, really happening. Because can you believe in a season, or a Premier League season, and we are talking about 38 games played, and there's still not even one team that has actually managed to keep, not even 2 teams that have actually managed to keep a clean sheet of a draw or something. That has never happened in the Premier League season. It's really scary to think about. So you wonder, what can we do? What can be done to actually change this? I feel like FIFA needs to stop with this changing of their new rules, putting new rules each and every season, because they are making things worse. At the same time, I feel like we need to actually, in a way, understand the situation that the players are dealing with, that they didn't go through the preseason, they didn't have enough time to rest so that they can come back to attack the season as they usually do. A lot of things are there we can put them in the plate and we talk about it, but something's wrong with this season and I feel like it's broken. That's why I actually wrote in this, that it's broken. It's really, really broken. So we will have to wait and see what happens, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. What can be the problem? Why this Premier League season is different than any other seasons? What is really happening? Why is that the defense are not doing their work anymore? Because they are letting many goals in, many goals in, which is actually surprising to actually think about. So there's a lot of things to talk about, guys. And now we can move on to the next case that I told you about. Manchester United. Yeah, they've been having a terrible season, and sometimes you laugh at teams like that, but when you reach to a point where they are at now, as a fan of any team, you actually worry. I have never expected that United, I know only 4 games have been played. For them, it's actually 3 games. But you can't expect them to be in 16. And 14, it's Manchester City. Something's wrong with this season, I tell you people. Something is really, really wrong. So, a lot of people are trying to look for places or people to blame. Okay, 100%, my blame 100%, if I have to blame somebody for the way United are performing, I have to blame their board and Ed Wood. But also, let's come back in the pitch, because remember, football is played in the pitch. Who do you blame in the pitch? Who can you blame? A lot of people have been blaming Maguire, and I heard a lot of people talking about Maguire to be changed as a captain. So I was like, why would you say you want to change a person to find another captain? Who exactly is worthy to carry the captain armband? I know, okay, Maguire might not be the right player to actually carry the armband, but who do you think is worth to carry this armband? Who do you think is worthy to carry this armband? Because it doesn't make sense what you're saying, guys. It doesn't make sense. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you a list of all the United players that are there in Manchester United. All the players that are there. Then you tell me who you think is fit to be the Manchester United next captain. Who can take the captain armband from Harry Maguire? I want you guys to tell me, because I don't think that is something that makes sense. I don't think that can actually happen. I feel like Maguire, as much as he has not been performing so well, I think he deserves, or he has to remain as the Manchester United captain, and they need to find a way to sort their things out so that they can actually continue with this season, because it has been a terrible one for them. So right now, do me a favor in the comment section. Subscribe first, like the video, and put right now in the comment section who do you think is worthy to be the next Manchester United captain. Do that right now in the comment section. Put it right now in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear why you think that person is worthy to be the next captain. I'm going to give you my reasons as well as right now when I'm moving on to the page, so that you can actually see some candidates, or some candidates that I think people might say that they're worthy to be captains. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's going to be an interesting one. So right now, tell me right now in the comment section, who do you think is worthy to be the Manchester United captain? Put it in the comment section. Right now, I just moved on. So I'm using whoscored.com, guys, is the software that I'm using. I'm always using this website, guys. It's the best that I've seen out there. And I'm going to talk about all the players, because it has made it easy for me to actually see all the players of United. So, okay, like I was talking about, this is Manchester United. We're actually in the page of only United, and okay, the game has not been going so well for them. These are the players that are there. They are rated in terms of the best and stuff like that, how their performance are like in terms of their rating. And Bruno Fernandes, it doesn't need somebody to guess on this. It's the one who's top on the list, and it follows like that. So these are the players, all the players that are there in Manchester United. There are 18: Bruno Fernandes, Scotty Mark, and Timothy Mensu, Marcus Rashford, Victor Lindelof, Matic, Paul Pogba, Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Greenwood, Donny van der Beek, Fred, Daniel James, Anthony Martial, David De Gea, and Igalo, or Odino Igalo, Harry Maguire, Alec Bailey. Oh, these are the players that are there. These are the ones that I'm getting on the list, guys. I don't know if I left out any, or some that will be coming from the academy, like Brendan Williams, and some of the players that are there. Also, they have big players like what is his name? But I think I mentioned all the players that are there. So this is the team. Usually, whenever we see a Manchester United team, 90% of those people that I've just talked about right now, they're always there in the team. They're always there in the team, because usually you find that they're the most important people that are in the team, who can actually provide something. At the same time, they are good players. They play so well. You need to respect the players and how they play. So these are the players that are always there in the team. So now my question is that in all those players that I was reading there, Who do you think is worthy to replace Harry Maguire as captain of Manchester United? That is my next question to you guys. Tell me right now in the comment section if you think that Maguire, you are a Maguire out, or you think Maguire needs to be replaced. Tell me who can you say is fit enough to replace him as the captain. Okay, let's move on to this. So this is the team. Okay, I'm looking at some of the things that we have. This is the team that is usually there. So when Manchester United said that they've put their strongest lineup, maybe not really their strongest, but when they put their stable team, this is the players that are always in the game. We have De Gea here, we have Wan-Bissaka, we have Lindelof, Maguire, Luke Shaw, which I feel like Luke Shaw is going to be replaced by Alex Telles, and Paul Pogba, Matic and Fred, and maybe, I don't know, Pogba or Matic will be replaced by Van der Beek, not really sure. Greenwood, Martial and Rashford. In those three, you might say that maybe Greenwood will be replaced by, what is his name, Edison Cavani. I don't know, that's what I just think looking at the new players that have been bought. So that's how it is. That's how it looks like. So now my question is that, who do you think is worth to be the next United captain? Let's look at it. Remember, the captain is Maguire at the moment. Who can replace Maguire on the team to be their captain? Oh, somebody. Let me tell you what my people are saying. Some people say that De Gea, David De Gea, not a wrong pick, a good pick, we might say. But looking at the ratings, or in terms of the stats of how he has been performing, I think we can actually agree and say that he has let in some errors that has led to goals this season more than ever. I don't know. You can always tell me if you agree with me. That's what I think. So I don't think that the guy is there because the people are saying that he's two matches away to be replaced as a United goalkeeper, because we know that there's Dean Henderson out there who's really eager to take over the place for this man, and that's where I think the first problem began. You might not notice it, guys, but I feel like because of the situation that now there's Dean Anderson, who everyone are betting and are saying that can be the next goalkeeper of Manchester United, could be the reason that is affecting De Gea in his concentration levels, and which is leading him to make mistakes and stuff like that. A certain example, we can take it from Pickford. Pickford has been making mistakes, but now that there's a replacement in the bench for him, the mistakes will actually elevate or will actually become more. That's what I think. And he will not last as an Everton keeper. The same with Manchester United and De Gea. That is what is going to happen, and he's going to be dropped out as a keeper, and he's going to be the second keeper to Dean Anderson, which becomes interesting, by the way, when we talk about him becoming the second goalkeeper of United. Reason why I'm saying it becomes interesting, because do you guys know that he's being paid around 300 and something K per week? I'm not really sure how much it is. 300 and something K a week. And Dean Anderson is being paid 100K a week, right? So can you tell me that, can any team in this planet Earth allow a player to be paid 330K a week and still sit on the bench? If your team can do that, say United, can you do that? That is the interesting question. The reason why you are paying him more money is because you say he's a good goalkeeper, and he has done it to prove it many times in the last seasons, but of course his form has gone down in this past season, leading to this moment. So who can you say? Can you say De Gea is fit to be a captain of United, or would they not be putting more pressure on him while there's already a lot of pressure on him already? I think that will put more pressure on him, and so much pressure on him, it means what? He fails. He doesn't qualify. You see what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he might qualify to a certain extent, but it becomes a problem. He doesn't qualify. He doesn't at all. That is the question that people should be asking themselves. The second question comes, or the second person. We need to look for another person here. Who we can say? Who we can say can be the United captain? Who can actually replace? I need to do something here, guys. Wait. So this becomes a question, guys. You wonder what's happening here and what will happen in terms of who the next captain will become for United. So let's look at another player. I'm curious to find out who the other. Let's look for another player. So we have Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and all of us we can agree that that's a no. Can't. Lindelof, no. Maguire is better than both of them. Luke Shaw, no. Paul Pogba, he used to be a United captain, but these days, because of the situation with Jose and all the other things that has been happening in terms of him and all the things, can you say he's worthy or is actually ready to become a United captain again? That is my question. Can you say that? I wonder. I don't think so. I don't think there's anyone who can actually say that. So, we also, one thing that I think I've discovered by Pogba is one person who's so strong, or he has the power in United to influence a lot of players, a lot of people to do whatever he wants them to do. But we say he can be the next captain of United? Oh, that is going to be has to be a no. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. So, we'll wait and see what happens. The next person, Matic. Can Matic be a United captain? Yes, he's a good leader. That is for sure. Secondly, is he a good leader though? I don't even know. I don't have enough data to back if Matic can be a good replacement for this. But also game time, because he's fighting his jersey with Scotty Mark, and you usually find that Scott is always the player who gets the jersey. So that becomes interesting to see what happens. I don't know. Let me hear from you on let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about that? Because that is actually interesting. The next person, Bruno Fernandes. A lot of people are going with Bruno Fernandes, but no, I don't think so. Reason why I say I don't think so: anger problems. He's a good player. I don't wanna lie to you. He did prove it last season when he started. He's a 100% good player. I'm saying player. But being a captain, what type of a player? A captain, you need somebody who can actually control his emotions. If he becomes a captain, he's going to get a lot of red cards. I'm telling you, a lot of red cards, fighting with the referees and stuff like that. That's what I think, because you heard the way he busted against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, his own boss, after Tottenham had beaten them 6. Oh, it was still 4 by that time. 4-0. and he busted to that extent. So I don't think he's fit enough to actually be a captain of United. He's not even fit emotional wise, because one thing that we have actually discovered about him is that he cannot control his emotions, which becomes a problem when you look at it. So I don't think that Bruno Fernandes is fit to become a United captain. You can say your words or whatever you think if you disagree with what I'm saying. Greenwood is still young. No, you destroy a kid's career. Anthony Martial. That also can be debatable. You might say maybe he's okay or not, but he doesn't do his work correctly. He doesn't score exactly as much as he should be scoring. He doesn't perform as much as he should. So, I don't know. I want to hear from you guys. Do you think can Martial be a captain of United? I don't think so. I feel like Maguire is better than him. Marcus Rashford, the young lad coming from United. Oh, that dream thing. Let's talk about when we talk about young lad who grew up from the same city and became good players like Stevie G and all those. A lot of people we can cover. Can he become a United captain? Can he lead them to the next stage? I don't think so. I think that will be too much pressure on the young kid. There's already too much pressure on him already. And adding this can actually make it worse. I don't think he's yet. Maybe in 2 or 3 years' time, he can be fit to become a United captain. But as of yet, give him time, guys, to grow. He needs to grow. He needs to grow to become the captain. That's what I think. So, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Who do you think is fit enough to become the United captain? Okay, I forgot, maybe I didn't talk about the new signings. Alex Telles, I don't know anything about him to say anything. Cavani, yes, I do know a lot about him. Can he be a United captain though? We have to see. Only one damn team was able to put a player as a captain after on his debut match in the club. I don't want to call names, but you know it. How could Chelsea make a player who just joined his first game the captain of the team? That is crazy. And if United does that, then that shows how they are not worthy to be managers or what and stuff like that. So I think I've covered it all, guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Who can be the next captain of Manchester United? Let me hear that in the comment section and tell me the reason why. And tell me if you disagree or agree with what I just said. Remember, that's why we are here. I don't feel like players like Donny van der Beek, give them time, maybe 5 years, months or something. If they are fit to become captains, then make them. If they can lead your team, make them. But as of yet, no. So guys, I'll be back a little later on around 9 o'clock where I'll be doing my predictions of the games of next week. It is going to be interesting. Don't miss that out. At the same time, we can talk about United because they're playing Newcastle this week, and more of Liverpool as well because they are the worst teams at the moment in people's eyes. But we know as Liverpool can bounce back. I'm not really sure about United. That is going to be interesting to see what happens there. But guys, this has been Sam and this has been the Football Connect. Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like this video. If you missed anything, you can revisit the video and actually find out all the reasons and everything that I was saying on the video. And if you have your thoughts, put them in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Don't miss, we'll be back again when we'll be giving our predictions for this week, which is week 5, and where our big teams will be. So thank you very much for watching. Sam signing out.